Good morning. Happy Monday. I wanted to get on today and I feel like I have so much to tell you, so much to talk about, but I'm going to share my yard sale haul over kind of the weekend. Yard sales are here, you guys. Are they happening where you are? Number one, I want to ask you that, but I'm just so excited. I don't know. I feel like it's been a long winter and it's been so, I don't know. I think the weather is really affecting me anymore. And so just to be able to get out to some yard sales and see what's out there is always super fun, especially right in the beginning. Like it's just super fun. So I wanted to share some of the things that I picked up and also let you know I'm going to be going live more like this week and kind of through this month. My furniture flipping course is open right now and it is $100 off. So I'm going to be sharing the bigger items that I scored over the weekend tomorrow. It's only Monday. I'm going to be sharing that tomorrow. So I will be going live sharing some of the bigger items that I found and kind of going through why I picked them up and what I look for and those kinds of things. So that will all be on tomorrow. I'm not certain about the time yet, but that will be tomorrow for sure. But the furniture flipping course is open. It's $100 off. I wanted to start with that. If you just put in the comments, #sale, all one word together, #sale, we can send you more information and all the details about that. But, yard sale season, you guys, I cannot believe, it is the time. If you thought about starting flipping furniture for your home to sell it, whatever, the course covers everybody. So wherever you are in the spectrum, if you just want to do a side hustle and make a few extra dollars with, for vacations or to pay for the kids' soccer lessons or to pay for tuition, whatever it is. If you want to start a full-fledged business, if you want to grow what you've already started, if you just want to do it for your home, that's what I started, how I started. I needed to stay on a budget and decorate our home. So that's how I started flipping furniture. So anyway, across the spectrum, the course is for you. And right now, the reason we opened it now and we're making it $100 off is because yard sale season is the best time to score the best pieces of furniture. So inexpensive. And like I said, I'll be sharing that since I'm in my office today. I'm live. I'm doing the smaller items that I picked up today, and then I will take you out to the garage where the bigger items are. But you guys, I was picking up pieces for $10 and $20 to flip. Thrift stores are great. Like they're a great option, but you will not beat the prices of yard sales. So that's why I wanted to open it now, because 'tis the season, you guys. 'Tis the season to start, grow, flip for your home, whatever it is. Now is the time. And so I hope sharing my hauls and kind of sharing my yard sale adventures will help you and kind of motivate you to get out there. So, because it's like the best time. So anyway, I'm going to share the smaller items that I found. And I did share some of these in stories, but I can't remember what I shared and what I didn't share. So I'm just going to kind of share it all. Not again, because there's more items. But okay, so first of all, you guys know me in old books. And it is also fun because I do have the shop page over on Instagram. So I am buying more items because I get to buy for you guys now to shop the items. But old books are always going to be on the list. And when I can find them, I always pick them up. So I got some Girl Scout, like the Girl Scout handbook. Are you kidding me? I wasn't a Girl Scout. My sister was, but I just didn't. It wasn't for me. But I tried it. But I thought this was cool. I'm looking at them more. In the past, I would just pick up any and all old books. But oh my gosh, the Girl Scouts rally. I knew there were 2 Girl Scouts ones. But anyway, so I grabbed those. Okay, I grabbed these. I love pottery. Like handmade pottery. And this cup right here, you guys, it is the best size. So I don't drink coffee, but I do drink tea. But it's like the best size. There's something about having the right size mug. And I know coffee drinkers are like that too. My sister's like that. And this one, the handle's kind of thin and then goes thicker. I just love the handle on this because it's just so big and wide. And they kind of match. So I grabbed both of those. So I always tell people, when you are shopping yard sales, thrift stores, whatever it is, shop every season. So don't just shop, right now we're in kind of spring going into summer. Don't just shop spring and summer. If you find, and you guys are gonna, some of the things I found, if you are shopping spring and you see Christmas items, pick them up. So I grabbed one of these, what are they called? Nesting dolls. Hard to find them. Like in thrift stores and stuff, there's never the inside, but this has all of them. Go, you guys need to be at yard sales. I want to know if you guys have stopped at any yard sales yet. Have you picked up anything yet? Yeah, so I picked up that little guy. Okay, since that was the first Christmas thing, I'm going to share. Oh, these are, I don't want to. So look at this. Look at the, like his, well, I don't know. I guess it was like this, the guy that we stopped at for some of this stuff that I'm going to be sharing, it was his dad's stuff. So I love when you're at yard sales and there was nobody else there. It was me and Matt and this guy. And so he had stories about all these things. So these are all old. Look at this, you guys. Look at this. I love vintage Christmas things. I just do. And so these were all his dad's, like his dad's stuff. So I grabbed those little guys. Let me do this here, and I can share that and just lift it. And like he had tons of little reindeer, and these, like some of these I know, like the glass reindeer, some of them, I think there's like a story, or there's something about them. I have not used my app, my Google app, to like look them up or anything yet, but I had to grab those, you guys. Oh, okay. You guys, look at these sleigh bells. Oh my gosh, I can't. They were in a little plastic box. Can you guys guess how much I paid for this whole, I mean, it looks like, all of them, but they're like the old, oh my gosh. Look at the bottoms, like the detail on the bottoms. Can you guys guess how much I paid for this, the little box of them? But I was like, ooh, like I get excited. I get excited when I see that stuff because, you know, right? You just know. So I'll see if anybody guesses how much you think I paid for the sleigh bells. And then I'll hopefully remind you in the end that I will share. I kind of have a bigger haul today to share with you guys. So, so just bear with me, but remind me if I forget to tell you. So these, you guys have seen these. I share these in, I have them all over our home. I love them. I love just the way they look. They're actually functional, and they are, people on the shop page are wanting these. So I found another one to put on there on Wednesday at noon. But I just love these things, and I will always pick these up for our home, for the shop page. But they're getting harder and harder to find, and so when you find them, yeah. So the accordion peg rack I picked up. Okay, here's another favorite. You guys, look at these. So does anybody know what these are? I'm going to kind of show you how they were. They were just laying on a table like this. So does anybody knows? No, does anybody knows? It's Monday, all right? Does anybody know what these are? I'm gonna see. Are we on here? So these are vintage, oh, I'm gonna say it wrong. Fishing weights, is that what they're called? Fishing weights or fishing something? Yes, like, so are they called, I thought they were weights or something. But so these are like, you don't find these very often. So I haven't decided, but they are glass. These are glass inside here. Some of the netting, the rope, are discolored on some of them. So I might take the netting off well, for this one for sure. And then I will just set these in a bowl. But for if you're at a yard, sometimes you won't know what these are. And you guys, these are worth money. Like these are, so if you ever see these and you're like, what the heck are these? If they are, oh gosh, you know, the real deal, they're beautiful. It's like a green blue glass. So obviously if you took the netting off and then if you just set them in a bowl, they're just so pretty. I have never found them, so I couldn't believe I found them. Lisa, you are right. You are right. 50 cents for the whole box of those vintage sleigh bells. You would never find that at a thrift store. Never find that price. I love these old, this one is Woodward's. I love old tin boxes like this because they're so pretty. The old ones, they have so much detail and they're just like the worn look of them are so pretty just sitting wherever they are. But then you can put your remotes in here. You can obviously you can store jewelry in here on your dresser, but so I do always like to pick those up. Anything that's pretty, old, vintage, and functional, it's like a win-win all across the board. I always tell and share, pick up old baskets. Look at this basket. Like the nails, like the metal, like the screw or it's not the screw, but on the handle. And look at just the patina of this old basket. I have a basket problem. But again, they're functional. You can use them in so many ways. So these embroidered, I got these, they're like tea towels. And I grabbed all of the bird ones. And there's a lot of, look at that with the vintage little juicer. There's a lot of kitchen. Here's with the cuckoo clock. I put this up too high. I'm a basket of strawberries. So these are just so cute. This was kind of like an estate. And here's like the bread. This was kind of like an estate. It wasn't an estate sale, but somebody had moved out of their home, like into a nursing home. And so it was an estate sale, but they didn't have somebody doing it, if that makes sense. So those are always a win-win when the family's just doing it. So you don't have an estate sale, what do I want to say, like company coming in and, jacking up the prices. So when you can find them where the family's just doing them, it's amazing. So if you've been following me for a while, you know my love for vintage wool blankets. What? I was like, are you kidding me? I'll just do it this way. Look at the colors on this. I mean, I can open it this way too. I do not have one in these colors. So, and they have some great like reproductions at Home Goods and TJ Maxx. I'm always looking at them. I'm just drawn to them, but I just love the wool, the vintage old ones, the plaid. And it's just amazing. I haven't had one that color. So the next thing I grabbed, I love these old jugs. And I have had them in many colors. A lot of times you find them and they're in the brown color. So I'm trying to, people ask me, how do you just stick with what you want or stick with, like just not buying everything and just buying the things that you'll actually use? Narrow it down. Like you have to find the perfect piece before you'll pick it up, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like with the vintage books. It's a little bit different for me because I am buying for more people, like through the shop page and things. But if it's just for me and I'm buying, I've narrowed things down so it doesn't become a hoarder clutter situation. And I am purging many times a year. So as I get new things in, old things have to go out. Like that's just a rule. And so like the old books, I love them in all colors, but it just got to be to the point where I was like a library here. And so now I just look for vintage green books and I want them to be smaller now. And like, I really have I've narrowed it down. Same with these jugs. I really love this neutral kind of creamy color. So when I find this color, I will pick them up. And then the brown ones I have just recently at the thrift stores, I've walked away from like 4 of them. It's hard, but that's what you got to do. You just have to do that. You have to narrow it down. I also grabbed, you can see, it's kind of a glare from the window right there, but I just love old pictures. I love the little sailboat here that he's holding. I think it is, or maybe that's a girl, I'm not sure, but I just thought this was a sweet picture. Again, the old frame. All I saw in the pile, this was at a yard sale, were frames. You know, they were just stacked up. And I could tell all of in the front were new, and this part right here was popping out. So I knew I definitely had to check and see what that was. So always look at the frames. You know, if you're looking quickly, look at the frames. That'll help you know if you're looking for older kind of vintage stuff. Again, these vintage baskets, the laundry, these laundry baskets, you can see how big this is. This one, a lot of times you find them when they're old like this without the handles, or it's missing one handle. This had both the handles, and these are great for blankets and throw pillows, you know, in your living room, your back porch. I thought that I could use this one in our back porch, but again, baskets, it's a problem. It's a problem. That is one thing that I don't know if I will ever stop picking up. And then as I get new ones, then I get rid of the other ones I have in my home, and you know, it's just a cycle. It's just a cycle. It's a fun cycle. This, look at this. Fresh eggs. Isn't this cute? You can do so many things with this. You know, you can put a plant in it. You can store things in it. You can just use it as is, as decor. But, and some of these items, like this one, this was at a kid's sale. It was all kids' clothes. It was all kids' toys. And then this was laying under a table. So I do tell people, when you are going to yard sales, I get this comment a lot. It's all baby stuff. It's all kids stuff. Yeah, a lot of them are. And I was grateful for yard sales when our kids were little and going through the years, because it saved us a ton of money shopping yard sales for clothes and toys and those kinds of things. So a lot of them are that. But there's so many times, if you go up into those sales, you will see that grandma's in the back, you know, watching the kids or helping with the sale, or, you know, aunt somebody that's got your same taste brought a table of stuff as well. So you really don't know until you get in, and you are out maybe, I mean, by the time you walk into a sale and back out of a sale, maybe 3 minutes, if there is nothing else in there. But this was like a baby kid sale, and this piece was underneath the table. So somebody other than probably the people that lived there or having the sale brought that over to sell. So you just never know. You gotta go to all of them. But it's fun. Make a day out of it. Make it fun. Grab a buddy and go with them. Unless you're like me and you're like, just make sure we don't like the same things. Matt's good. Obviously, he loves to go to them too, but we just can't like the same things, because then we're competing, and I'm competitive. So this could maybe not be fun, right? I loved this because it's made in Italy. I loved the neutral color. It had everything to it. It's even got like can you see that? Are these called wicks? I don't even know on there, but it's just so pretty. And I love the color. So I grabbed that. I grabbed, oh no, is it stuck in here? Oh no, it's not. I grabbed a little brass mouse. This came with the story as well. This was a lady's grandmother. She had a collection of brass, I don't know if it was animals or whatever, but this was one of them that she had, and her daughter didn't want it. So that was at that sale. So cool. This I picked up. Now, it's great the way it is, but I didn't love the pots in this thing. But the reason I bought it was because of the pots. They're like aged. They look old. Like these, you can stack and use however, right? They would just be pretty in all sorts of things. That's why I bought it. And then, so I'm sharing this because I saw it like this, didn't love it like this. I didn't like this new thing with the older looking pots, but just take it out. Or, you know, if it's a wood piece, like the furniture that I'm going to share with you tomorrow, paint it or just restore it, or, you know, whatever it is. Look beyond what the thing actually is, and how can you use it to get the look you actually want and that you're going for, and you're spending no money. Do you know what I'm saying? So these are right up my alley. These aged pots, like they look old, like they've been around forever, like all day long. I'll use these throughout spring and summer, decorate with them or whatever. And then this, it's just an extra. So you can use this for something else, but it all came together. But I knew I wasn't going to use this, but I definitely would use the clay pots that looked old and stuff. I love old clipboards. So this was in a free box. I love this little part down here, sold me. It's actually from something of Iowa. I can't see. It's got like an address and something, but it looks like it was from a company or something, like they used this back in the day. So, oh, my sister took it. She came and got a bunch of stuff for my niece's graduation, but I love using old clipboards like this, and I will clip like Gabrielle's artwork. Sometimes I will print out a saying or something that's just resonating with me that I want to see kind of a lot in my office, in the dining room area, wherever I put it. And then I have a wood homemade easel that I set this on. I've got whatever clipped to it, the artwork or the painting Gabrielle did or whatever it is. And then I set this in the easel. So I like to pick these up. I've also hung these on my office wall with different things. I've used them as to-do lists for different days. I've used them for just words and like motivation and those kinds of things. But I just like the look of old clipboards. I wish I had that easel, but she took that. She's going to use that at the graduation. Okay. This, look at this. So you guys have seen me pick these up before. He's dusty, but so it goes like this. This one's kind of got carving. You see that? For like to hold books. So which would be super pretty, right? But then you can also use it as a riser this way on a shelf. So you still got all the detail here. You would set things, see what I mean? You could paint this if you wanted to, but then you would set things on the top to decorate a shelf. So it just gives you an extra layer, because if it's on a shelf, you get to decorate this top and you get to decorate underneath this as well. So that's what I mean by kind of like a riser. It lifts the decorations, and with something like this, you can still decorate underneath it. But I like the carving, the rusted screws that are on here. You know, you could take this apart too. This, it's screwed on here, like these sides. This alone though, would be pretty if you painted it or left it as is, just hanging on a wall or sitting on the back of a shelf. So many uses, so many ideas. Those are the kinds of things I like to pick up, because if I get sick of it one way, you can then use it in a different way. I'm breaking things. I will always pick up, I love the red and green handled, the old rolling pins. And this was the same guy that I bought the sleigh bells and the reindeer and stuff from. I think he was cleaning out a lot of his dad's stuff, because he kept talking about it. It's his dad's. He had like 900 puzzles. And he said, but my dad has done them all. I don't know if every piece is there, but I think he's really passionate about puzzles. I think they would be, but I was like, oh my goodness. So a lot of that stuff was his dad's. These I love. Some of these things, like I said, are going to be on the shop on Wednesday, but so we have used these many times for light fixtures. We've actually made light fixtures and then kind of put the, like hanging light fixtures is what I'm saying. Put the things through there. You can do a lot more with these. They're just cool on a shelf on their own. But look, like this one's really, you can find reproduction stuff like this, but not the real deal like this. And they're just, I mean, the wood alone just makes me, the wood and the metal together, it's just like industrial, functional still, like if you wanted to use it in some way. Like I said, we've done hanging lights with these, but just cool, just sitting on a shelf as well. Okay, and these last items, I can't believe that's it. I found more items. Like I said, tomorrow I will be going live sharing my bigger items, and I'll kind of talk about that again. So I loved these. Why do I love? I love the numbers, the letters. I love the black, that they're in black. I love like this one. Look at that one. This just sitting on a shelf, hanging on a wall. You know, wherever you put them, you can make a like a gallery wall with them. Then there was this was kind of with it. It's a good green color, an old Iowa green license plate. But these are from, and maybe you guys can tell me, he told me that some of these are from Norway. Is this, I don't know, is this what your license plates did? I don't know. Is it maybe so back in the day, or I don't know. He said that these were from Norway. So I don't know. Be cool if they were, but they're just really cool that just to, I love anything that just kind of adds, it's like architectural, you know, like I think like these things, the mix of woods and metals, this kind of stuff just on the wall, like nobody's going to have this. Do you know what I mean? Like, but it's interesting. Like it's got a story. It's just the old pottery, the handmade pottery, those kinds of things. Putting those things together in your home, you just create this cozy, collected, tons of conversation in your home. I just love it so much. So that's it for the little things. Yep, that was it for the smaller things. Like I said, tomorrow I am going to be, going live sharing the bigger items that I found. Thank you so much, Joan. Thank you so much. If you guys find these helpful or you enjoy these hauls, will you share this video? It helps me, but it also helps other people kind of see how you can decorate your home for a lot less. I am going to be sharing some decorating videos or reels. I don't know yet with some of these things on how I would use them in my home. I will be doing that later on because I'm super excited that my furniture flipping, some of this stuff was dusty, furniture flipping course is open right now because it's yard sale season. It's my favorite season. It is the best season to find furniture pieces for so much cheaper than you will anywhere else. We made the course, it's $100 off, you guys. No more excuses. You do have the money to invest in yourself, to invest in your business, to grow if you've always wanted to do it. No more excuses. Like I've made it super affordable for everybody. Buy it for your niece, buy it for your granddaughter, buy it for your daughter who's wanted to do this. Because I put everything in this course that I wish I would have known starting out. Because you guys, for me, it took me years of doing all the wrong things. I promise you that. And so I wanted to put together a course. When people would ask me, how do you do this? How do you grow? How do you get, a social media around it? How do I flip pieces for my home? How do I know what pieces to pick up? Like all these things I put inside this course and I made it super affordable. Right now it's $100 off because I want to help I want to help you all. I want to get all the information in one place so it's easy for you to consume. You consume it at your own time. You don't have to be there on a certain day. Once you have it, once you get it, it's yours. It's yours to do whatever you want. Any updates that we do, you will always get those. But I get to talk about it now because we have it open. We have it on sale. I'm going to be doing a lot more lives. I'm going to be sharing a lot more things about furniture flipping. So just so you know, I'm just coming on today and announcing that because it's one of the main topics with My Creative Days. It's how I kind of started all of this. It's the questions I get asked about most. And it's something that I still love to do and am passionate to do. But now I'm really excited about helping other people do it. So I'm still picking up pieces. Like tomorrow I'll show you in my garage and the pieces that I picked up. But I really, really, really am excited to be helping other people do it. So thank you so much, Linda. So if you want more information about that, please share this video about the course too being open, because again, I want this out in front of more people. I want to help more people. And right now, yard sale season is the time to start this or grow it. Like you should be inventory. You should be getting a lot of it. Like I said, inexpensive pieces I was picking up for $10 and $20 this weekend, you guys. So you won't find that in a flea. I mean, you can sometimes in a thrift store, but not really, not as easily. So just all you have to do, we will get you the information so you can just check it out. Just put in the comments #sale all together, kind of all one word, and then we will get you the information. But it's $100 off right now. It's open right now. It's yard sale season. It's time to go. Like I'm excited to help you as we go into this season. If you have any questions, if you're wondering if it is for you, if you are just saying, this is what I want to do with furniture flipping, or message me message me, because I want to answer all those questions, because I'm going to motivate you and I'm going to encourage you. So please message me. You can message me here on Facebook. You can message me on Instagram. You can send me an email, lindsay@mycreativedays.com, and I'm happy to answer any and all questions you have. But I'm also just super excited. It's time to talk about it. It's open. It's yard sale season. Like, this is the time to do it. I've seen it. I was talking about this morning on Instagram or in stories that it's changed our lives without me even knowing. Like, I just went into this because that's what we had to do to decorate our home. And I've seen people leave nursing jobs, teaching jobs, and they're working on their own schedule, their own time. They're making the money they want to make. So it's a creative outlet. Like, there's so many things, and I won't get into it all now. I just kind of wanted to announce it here today with this video. Tomorrow I will be going live sharing the bigger items that I picked up during my yard sale weekend. I'm super excited because we did find some great stuff. Karen, you can do both. I like to take them out though, for sure. For sure. And all of the course has videos, step-by-step videos for like the process of actually making over furniture. We talk about growing social media. We talk about working with brands if that's something you want to do. But the entire course is kind of sectioned out. So like I said, if you're no matter where you are in your journey, you can kind of consume the different pieces at whatever time you're in. So if you just want to learn about making them over, you can just consume that part. If you want to learn how to find pieces, you can consume that part. If you want to learn about staging, go right there. If you want to learn about like selling, go right there. We have all of our forms are inside the course. It is like the forms for working like custom work. That's something I didn't know about, like, right? Like, that came to me and I'm like, what do I do now? Like, somebody wants me to paint their dresser, or somebody's bringing me a piece and I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. So like, and that's how I learned, but we've done all the work for you inside the course. So you can have our forms for custom work if that's something you want to do. But anyway, it's all in the course. I'm super excited to be talking about it finally. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Share this video. Not only it does help me, but I think it just to encourage people to get out there. You don't have to break the bank to decorate your home. You can get the exact style you want for a lot less just shopping this way. I will be sharing how I would use these items in my home later on. The emphasis right now is on the course, the furniture flipping, and getting that in front of as many people as we can help. Oh my gosh, Linda. So I'm hoping that you put #sale in the comments, because you are exactly the person I want to help. Exactly the person I want to help. That's like my favorite. And see, the fact that you see cool pieces, but you don't know where to start. So you've already got the eye. Like you already know do you know what I'm saying? Like, you've got the eye for it. So you're already you're on the way. You're on the way. So definitely, I can help you with that. So, okay. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. Just put in the comments #sale, and we will get you the information that you need, just so you can check it out. And then after you check it out, if you have questions, please reach out to me. Don't just not reach out to me. No questions are off limits. So whatever I can answer, whatever you're thinking, whatever you're kind of pondering, message me, because I want to know, or email me. Email's fine too. So. Okay, I didn't ask. I did tell you I did buy the bells for 50 cents for the bunch of them. But what was your favorite item that I shared today? Just in this little, like the smaller haul. I don't even know. The smalls haul, not the bigger item. But what was your favorite item that I shared today? Do you have a favorite? So my favorite from this smaller thing has to be the fishing. I'm calling them weights, and I don't know if that's right, but because I've never found them, the fishing weights. I love these. I love these. And the fact that they're like antique, and they've got a story, and they were used for something totally different, and now they're gonna live like in a bowl or whatever on our coffee table or something. These were probably my favorite finds because I haven't found them. The sleigh bells are a close second though. So do you guys have a favorite? If there's something else you want to see, let me know too if you're just coming on. But you can always watch this. We never erase these. We always we keep them up. So okay, I think I got to everybody. Thank you, Sarah. Maybe I didn't get to everybody. It was fun to just get out and just be at yard sales. Those pots are awesome. Yeah, are you talking about these? Like these old clay pots? They're really, really, really cool. They are so beautiful and white. Yes, these? Yes, yes, yes. I just love them. Diane, you'd wear the top out on that vintage tin box if you put your remotes in there. That's funny. Fire bombs. I don't know what fire bombs are. I did have a good Mother's Day. Thank you very much. Just kind of a chill day. We worked on some projects. Okay, I think I got through everybody. We worked on some projects and just did some other errands and things. So it was just kind of nice to not have anything. Yes, Linda. Yes, go ahead. Yes, and check that out. The beginning part. Karen, yes, I'll rewatch. Karen, we haven't either. It's been really weird, like everything else in the past couple years, but fingers crossed it's going to be better this year. So yeah. So I will hop off now. I can always run through a quick another, this is what I found, but I feel like that might be, for people that are already watching, that might be a little, what do I want to say, repetitive. So yeah, as soon as I get off here, you can go back and watch it. Again, hashtag sale in the comments, all one word. If you don't see the little live button right up here in red, you're watching it on replay. Hello, welcome. Please send me your questions, put in the comments, hashtag sale, message me with your questions, email me, let me know what your favorite item was that I shared today. And tomorrow I will be going live sharing the bigger furniture items that I picked up and kind of what I look for. So until then, I hope you have a great Monday.